Have you ever tried to stand up from a chair and realized it's not as easy as it used to be? Or noticed that bending down to tie your shoes takes a little more effort? Or that your joints feel stiffer in the morning? If so, what I'm about to tell you might surprise you. Because how you move, not your birthday, could reveal your real age. Yes, you heard that right. Your body's true age isn't written on your birth certificate. It's written in the way you move, balance, and rise after you fall. And there are 5 simple movements that can quietly predict whether your body is aging fast or staying young and strong beneath the surface. Most people believe that slowing down is just part of getting older, that stiffness, fatigue, and loss of balance are normal. But science says otherwise. In fact, research from top aging and mobility studies shows that how you move predicts your longevity more accurately than blood pressure or cholesterol. That means the way you get out of bed, reach for something on a shelf, or walk up a single flight of stairs can actually reveal how long you'll stay independent, pain-free, and strong. I've spent years helping older adults regain strength, stability, and vitality, and what I've seen again and again is this. You don't need fancy gym memberships or exhausting workouts to turn your health around. You just need the right kind of movement. Small, intentional exercises that keep your muscles talking to your brain and your joints working like they should. So if you're over 50, this video could be one of the most important things you watch this year, because I'm going to show you exactly how to test your body's real age, and more importantly, how to reverse it. By the end of this video, you'll learn 5 simple movements that can restore balance, reduce stiffness, and bring back that spring in your step, no matter your current fitness level. And before we get started, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Are you in the US, the UK, Canada, or maybe somewhere else in the world? Drop your country in the comments below. I always love seeing how far this community reaches. If you care about staying strong, active, and healthy, don't wait. Watch now and hit subscribe to start your wellness journey. Every week, we share simple, science-backed ways to stay independent and energetic after 50. No gimmicks, no hype, just results that last. Now, let's test your real age together. Get ready to move gently, safely, and with confidence as we explore the 5 powerful movements that reveal exactly how young your body truly is. Let's begin with something simple, the way you sit and stand. It may sound basic, but this one movement alone can predict how long you'll remain independent. In studies from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology, researchers found that adults who could sit down on the floor and rise back up without using their hands lived significantly longer and had fewer mobility-related issues. Why? Because this motion tests the strength of your legs, the coordination of your core, and your body's ability and had fewer mobility-related issues. Why? Because this motion tests the strength of your legs, the coordination of your core, and your body's ability to balance under control, all at once. Here's how to try it safely. Start with a sturdy chair behind you. Cross your arms over your chest. Slowly lower yourself to sit, then rise back up using only your legs. If that's too hard, lightly touch the chair for balance. Do it slowly, feeling your thigh muscles engage, your hips stabilize, and your back stay upright. This movement doesn't just build strength, it rewires your brain's connection to your body, reminding your muscles how to move together. Do this daily, and over time, you'll notice it takes less effort to get out of chairs, cars, or even the floor. Now, let's move to the ankles, the forgotten joints of aging. When your ankles stiffen, your whole body pays the price. Every step becomes shorter, your balance decreases, and your knees and hips begin to take over.
In Japanese longevity studies, older adults who regularly practiced ankle circles and heel raises maintained balance well into their 80s and 90s. Try this. While holding onto a wall or countertop, lift your heels off the ground slowly. Hold for 2 seconds and lower back down. Feel the muscles in your calves and feet working. These are the tiny stabilizers that keep you from falling. Aging isn't the loss of strength. It's the loss of communication between your brain and these small muscles. Reawaken them, and you protect your entire body from instability. Next comes the hip hinge, a movement most people lose without even noticing. The hip hinge is the foundation for bending, lifting, and protecting your spine. When you lose this ability, everyday tasks, picking up a dropped object, getting groceries from the car, or gardening suddenly become risky. To practice, stand tall, soften your knees slightly, and push your hips back while keeping your spine neutral. Imagine closing a drawer behind you with your hips. You'll feel a stretch in the back of your thighs, your hamstrings, and strength in your glutes. This one pattern is a secret weapon against back pain. It teaches your body to lift with power, not pressure. And studies from Harvard's musculoskeletal research programs show that relearning this motion improves posture and decreases lower back stress by up to 40%. Now, let's talk about balance, your body's real insurance policy. Every year, 1 in 4 adults over 65 experiences a fall, and balance is often the missing link. But balance isn't just about standing on one foot, it's a full body coordination skill. Try this. Stand tall, lift one foot slightly off the ground, and focus on a single point in front of you. Hold for 10 seconds, then switch sides. If that's easy, close your eyes or turn your head side to side. You'll immediately feel how your inner ear, eyes, and muscles all communicate to keep you stable. When you challenge balance, you sharpen your nervous system. It's like tuning up your body's internal GPS. In clinical trials, seniors who practiced simple balance drills 3 times per week reduced fall risk by more than 50%. It's one of the simplest yet most powerful anti-aging tools you have. Now, the 5th and final movement might surprise you: the shoulder reach and twist. This one is about maintaining the upper body mobility that makes daily life easy and pain-free. Shoulders tend to freeze with age, not suddenly but gradually from disuse. You might notice it when reaching for a seatbelt, lifting groceries, or even washing your hair. To restore this mobility, stand tall, extend your arms out to your sides, and slowly rotate your torso to the left, then to the right. Keep your hips stable and feel your upper spine gently turn. Then raise one arm overhead and reach as high as you can, switching sides. This movement opens your chest, stretches the upper back, and keeps your shoulders fluid, helping prevent tension and stiffness that often leads to neck or upper back pain. Research from mobility studies in Japan and South Korea shows that shoulder flexibility directly predicts grip strength, and grip strength in turn is one of the strongest indicators of longevity. Now think about what you've just done. 5 gentle but powerful movements that awaken every part of your body. Your legs regain power for independence. Your ankles restore balance. Your hips protect your spine. Your nervous system sharpens, and your upper body stays mobile and pain-free. This is what healthy aging looks like. Not high-intensity exercise, not hours in the gym, but mindful, consistent movement that keeps your body young at the deepest level. When you practice these 5 daily, you're not just improving flexibility or balance, you're resetting your body's biological clock. Each movement sends signals to your brain: I'm still here, still strong, still capable. And your brain responds with renewed coordination, confidence, and vitality. Now, let's take this a step further, because in the next part, you'll see how these movements connect to something even more powerful: your long-term mobility and independence. We'll reveal which of these 5 reveals your true functional age and how to measure your progress week by week.
Now that you've felt these movements in your own body, let's take a closer look at what they really reveal. Each one is like a small diagnostic test, a quiet window into how your body is aging below the surface. When you stand and sit with control, it tells us your legs and core are strong enough to support your independence. That single motion determines how easily you'll move through your day, from getting out of bed, to stepping off a curb, to standing up after playing with your grandkids. If you can rise without strain, your muscles and nervous system are aging well together. If not, it's your body's gentle warning: train me before I forget how. The ankle movement reflects how young your foundation really is. Every step you take begins at the ankle, yet most people lose 30% of ankle mobility by their 60s. That's why balance issues, knee discomfort, and hip tightness start to appear. But the moment you restore that small motion, your posture improves, your walk becomes lighter, and your confidence returns. People often notice that after just 2 weeks of practice, climbing stairs or walking long distances feels easier again. Your hip hinge is your secret measure of resilience. In biomechanical studies, the ability to bend and lift safely without rounding your spine correlates with both lower back health and bone density. Every time you hinge properly, you teach your body to move with grace instead of strain. It's how farmers, martial artists, and traditional laborers maintain strength well into old age, not by working out, but by moving efficiently. But balance, though, this is the real turning point. Balance is not just physical, it's neurological. When your brain senses that your body can catch itself, your entire system relaxes. Stress hormones drop, breathing becomes smoother. That's why balanced movers don't just walk better, they sleep better, think clearer, and even feel calmer. In Japan, balance is treated as a form of meditation, movement as mindfulness. And the science agrees. Adults who train balance regularly maintain sharper reflexes and stronger cognitive function. Finally, shoulder rotation. It might seem small, but it represents something deeper: openness. A mobile upper body means better circulation, deeper breathing, and a stronger connection between posture and mood. Stiff shoulders pull your chest inward and your confidence down. But when you reach and twist freely, you stand taller, and your brain interprets that posture as a signal of youth and vitality. So what do these 5 simple movements tell us? They reveal a truth hidden beneath every wrinkle or gray hair. Your real age is not about how many birthdays you've had. It's about how much movement your body remembers. If you feel stiff or weak today, it doesn't mean you've aged badly. It means your body has simply gone quiet from lack of practice. And the beautiful part, you can wake it up again. Because unlike your chronological age, your movement age is reversible. You can rebuild stability, flexibility, and strength at any decade of life. Every rep you do, every controlled stand, ankle roll, or reach rewires your muscles and brain to feel younger. And the transformation doesn't take months. Most people who commit to these daily for just 2 weeks begin to notice changes: less stiffness when waking up, better balance during the day, and renewed confidence when moving. That's how your body thanks you, with energy, with ease, with a little more life in every step. So before we move to the final part, take a deep breath. Feel the weight of your feet on the floor, the rhythm of your breathing, and the gentle pulse in your body. This is you, alive, capable, and far younger than the number on your ID. Now, in the next section, we'll talk about how to make this last,
how to keep your body younger week after week, and how to turn this 5-movement routine into a lifelong wellness habit that protects your independence, freedom, and confidence for years to come.
If you've followed along this far, take a moment to appreciate what you've done. You've not only moved your body, you've taken control of your future health. And that, more than any medication or supplement, is what truly keeps you young. Because movement isn't just exercise. It's the language your body uses to stay alive, alert, and independent. Every time you challenge your balance, bend your hips, or lift your arms, you're sending signals to your muscles, your brain, even your hormones, telling them to stay active. That's how people in long-lived cultures like Japan and Okinawa maintain vitality into their 80s and 90s. They don't work out, they move with purpose every single day. So, let me ask you, how old do you feel right now? Not on paper, in your body. If these movements made you realize that your body is asking for more care, that's not a weakness, that's awareness. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Start small. Maybe today you practice standing from a chair 10 times. Tomorrow you add ankle circles while brushing your teeth. The next day, a few hip hinges before breakfast. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Because consistency builds control. Control builds strength. And strength builds independence. And independence for anyone over 50 is the truest form of freedom. It's being able to travel, garden, play with grandchildren, or simply walk up the stairs without fear or fatigue. It's the confidence that your body can handle whatever your day brings. That's what these 5 movements give you, a quiet power that grows every time you use it. Now, I want you to imagine something. It's a year from today. You wake up, stand tall, and feel strong, not just in your muscles, but in your mind. You move freely, breathe deeply, and live fully. That future version of you isn't just possible, it's waiting. And it begins with one decision: to move again every day with intention. So here's my challenge to you. Try these 5 movements for just 2 weeks. Film your progress if you like. Notice how much easier standing, bending, or balancing feels by the end. You might be amazed at how fast your body remembers what it's capable of. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about, a friend, a partner, a parent, someone who deserves to feel strong again too. And tell me in the comments, where are you starting from today? Are you already active, or are you just beginning your journey back to movement? I read every comment, and your story might be the one that inspires someone else to begin. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week I share simple, science-backed routines to help you stay strong, flexible, and pain-free. No gym, no fancy equipment, just practical movement medicine you can do at home. Because your health doesn't have to fade with age. With the right guidance, it can grow stronger, more stable, and more confident than ever. So, remember this. You don't need to chase youth, you just need to move like someone who still has it. And when you do, your body will follow. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll dive deeper into one of these movements and reveal how a 2-minute daily habit can add years of vitality to your life. Until then, stay active, stay balanced, and keep proving every single day that age is only a number, and movement is your real fountain of youth.